The big rigs of the V8 Supercars Championship Series are rolling into Darwin's Hidden Valley Raceway for this weekend's Sky City Triple Crown. Let's check out all the pre-race activities. Up here in the top end, I thought I'd catch up with the V8 Supercar champion and the championship leader, Jamie Whincup. The start of the year was a little bit slow by your standards, but geez, the last few rounds have really been hot.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. We didn't fire out of the gates as well as we would have liked. It wasn't bad, but as you say, up to our standards, we're a little bit below. So, no substitute for hard work. I know we use that term pretty easily, but you know, we've really put our heads down and burnt the midnight oil and really improved the car from one that was trying to buck me off every second corner to a car that's fairly good now, and you know, the last couple of rounds have had some excellent results.
The competition out there is always tough. You know, Brad Jones guys have really stepped up this year, but there's also, you always have to look on the other side of your garage as well.
Oh, absolutely. You know, Lowndesy's doing a fantastic job, as he's done for the last 20 years or so. He's always there. But BJ have stepped up. We knew they would be hanging around. I'm sure they'll hang around right till the end of the year with a real good setup in the car. You know, we've got to remember all the cars are the same now. That's the whole concept of this car of the future, is that no one's got a better car than anyone else. It just comes down to what you do with it. So those guys are quick. I'm sure the Ford guys have been a little bit lean, but they've had the quickest car. You know, for two of the rounds this year, they've probably been the quickest out there. They just haven't been a little bit lean on the results. So they'll bounce back. It's tough out there. We're just battling for every point.
This weekend up in Darwin, it's nice and warm up here.
Yeah.
The 60-60 race on the Saturday is going to be a little bit different. This big, long front straight for this restart. What do you think?
60-60, I understand what it's all about. Mixed emotions and mixed opinions from our, you know, the guys watching the race, that whether it's good or bad. But I can see what 60-60 is all about, to try to get the ab brakes away from the racing and get them in the middle. But I've won the nothing race twice now. And been done in the second race for the points. So fingers crossed this weekend in the 60-60 I can have a good run, and then and if not, you know, maintain, or if not better, my result rather than drop back. So it's good. I like changing the format up. I think it's a good thing.
One of the more memorable victories up here in Darwin was a few years ago. Shane van Gisbergen, the burnouts were great. You'd love to do that again this weekend.
Yeah, it's always great coming up here, and a couple of years ago we lucked in with a win, and you know, years before that we've had a lot of podiums, so always had a competitive car here and done well. So Triple 8 cars are normally pretty good here too, so looking forward to it.
You jumped out of the box in Adelaide fast on Saturday, didn't quite close the deal, but Sunday was awesome.
Yeah.
What sort of happened since then? I mean, you've been sort of there or thereabouts, but you'd love to be back on the top step.
Yeah, the first couple of rounds were really good and then dropped away a bit, but you know, back in Austin we got a podium and we're in the top 5 every race pretty much, so pretty good. But just hopefully we can keep the momentum going, keep moving up in the points.
There's a lot of good cars out there, the Triple 8 cars and the Brad Jones cars, but your cars, yourself and your teammate Jonathan Webb, are really in the fight this year.
Oh yeah, we've been in and amongst it. At every round we've showed pretty good speed, so you know, Jonathan's been pushing me along, I've been pushing him, which is good, and yeah, really enjoying that and learning quite a lot. You know, these new cars we're still developing, every team is, so hopefully we keep pushing forward.
The format this weekend, 60-60, and then the 2 races on Sunday. What's your preference for the formats at the moment?
Everyone seems to be worried about the restart with the long straight, but a couple of years ago I think we went 4 wide all the way down to turn 1, and you know, we've done it all before, but it's pretty good. I like the new formats, and you know, sometimes it does get confusing, but it's good they're spicing it up.
Now let's have a look at the Coates Hire leaderboard going into the Triple Crown. Red Bull Racing Australia duo Jamie Whincup and Craig Lowndes lead the way, with the Ford Performance Racing Pepsi Max crew Falcon of Will Davison in 3rd. Shane van Gisbergen sits 6th, while his teammate Jonathan Webb is in 10th. Over to the race schedule, 4 30-minute practice sessions, with the first one getting underway 10:25 a.m. local Darwin time Friday morning. Saturday, qualifying at 11 a.m, that's for 20 minutes, and a top 10 shootout up here in Darwin, that's from 1 p.m. The split 60-60 format race gets underway at 3:10. Don't forget there's a half-time period in that race. On to Sunday and 2 separate 15-minute qualifying sessions for races 18 and 19. The The first race on Sunday gets underway at 1:15 and the final race in the top end, 3:45. Once again, that's local time here in Darwin. For the television times now, and on Channel 7 you can catch V8 Extra from 12:30 in Sydney and Brisbane on the 7 network, followed by the race on Saturday from 1 p.m. In Melbourne, it's the same time but it's over on 7 Mate. Take away half an hour in Adelaide, and also in Perth, V8 Extra getting underway from 10:30 with the race coverage from 11 a.m. On Sunday, Channel 7 will carry the coverage in Sydney and Brisbane from 12:30, 7 Mate 12:30 in Melbourne, and then in Adelaide 12 p.m, and then over in Perth 10:30 a.m. That's both on 7 Mate. Also, don't forget you can see full race replays on Speed. That's 7:30 Saturday night and again 7:30 on Sunday, plus other replays throughout the week. Remember the Crimsafe Talking Tech videos at speedcafe.com. Likewise, our race guide to this weekend's Triple Crown. Things are all just about set to go here at Hidden Valley. Remember to stay up to date with all your V8 Supercar, national and international motorsports news here at speedcafe.com across the weekend.